I guess you could say the duck is starstruck, literally, because I'm more efficient than your grandma's water hose. I don't know what that says about me, telling me that I sound like Michael Jackson.
Today, I'll be putting my crafting skills to the test with the purple only blind bag challenge. Normally, I would wear a shirt that matches whatever DIY challenge I do, but my basic wardrobe is a lost cause. I do have this purple sticker though, so if I put it on a white shirt, it's technically a purple shirt, right? This is so unnecessary. Let's just get started.
Before we get started, I want to show you guys some of the supplies that I found that were purple. So for paper, because that is the most important part of this entire thing, I have a bunch of origami paper, varying different purple shades, some light, some dark, and then I have this one grandma wallpaper kind of purple, if you know what I mean. I also have a select few amounts of purple markers and this lone purple pen. Sticking to the purple theme, I also have my purple scissors. If you watch my yellow only blind bag challenge, you've probably watched my argument regarding why white and black is considered fair game for challenges like this.
It's like saying rainbow is a color, but it's not. It's a group of colors. And clear is not a color because there's no color. You can't see one.
I'll link it up in the cards for you to watch. It got very passionate. For that reason, I'm letting myself get a pass on, black and white coloring utensils. So I'm just gonna put that here. And the last thing I'm probably gonna use today is some tape. I might need some more stuff, but I'll just bring that out later on. Let me bring in my notebook as my drawing surface. I'm just gonna leave that right here. And for the cover, I think I'm going to use our lightest purple paper. I think this will be the best for a background. Now for the front, I'm feeling a little bit intergalactic. And you know what else is intergalactic? The amount of comments I have got recently telling me that I sound like Michael Jackson. And if that's an insult, rude. I wanted to combine the intergalactic galaxy theme with one animal that I have a deep admiration for, and that is a duck. So for the cover, I'm going to make an intergalactic duck. I have no idea how I'm going to do that. I'm going to trust myself that I can do it with these. I think I'm going to draw the duck front and center. So I'm just going to go in with my lightest marker. Okay, I think this shape will do the trick. And I also need to add arms and feet. So I think the arms will just be circles. And then the feet will be kind of like two round trapezoids. They look more like buckets. What is going on? Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to go in with a darker purple to darken up the feet and maybe add a beak while I'm at it. I have no idea if any of this is screaming intergalactic or not. Interesting. But I'm just gonna draw in the beak. Alright, simple as that. Might as well draw the eyes. He looks stupid. Oh, I wanted the eyes to be white. Whatever. Okay, this does not look very intergalactic or duck-like. I guess I should probably darken up the background to make it more like galaxy. I'm gonna go in with this dark purple and pray that things work out. I'm kind of tracing around the lighter lines so that I don't accidentally color over them. I'm gonna color outwards now. I don't want to color the entire thing because truth be told, I don't want to use too much ink on just this front cover. Am I even in camera? I feel like I'm moving the paper progressively upwards. I apologize for that. One of the reasons why I like doing art content is because this is one of the few times that I can actually use my imagination in some sort of way, because as I grew up, I kind of lost my childhood imagination. I want to keep it for life. I low-key wish I used the Ohuhu marker that I used for the feet as the background, because the purple I'm using is definitely lighter in comparison. Alright, that's good for now. It's slightly bugging me that the duck is kind of off-centered, but we're just going to ignore that. This is great and all, but I have no idea how to make this intergalactic. All I know is to add stars and planets, so I'm just gonna go in with my white pen. So I'm just gonna draw a planet right here. This will be definitely not Saturn or Jupiter. I think both of them have rings, right? And then I'll add another planet here, and then maybe another planet right here. Let's add a shooting star. So we're just gonna have a floating duck in the middle. Is that the creative direction we're going right now? Okay, I'm gonna add highlights to its eyes. Ew, I don't like how I drew its feet. Why does it look like that? I'm just gonna fill the rest of this area with stars because I don't know what else to do. And then just add a bunch of dots everywhere and pray that it's convincing enough. And also, I just wanted to say, in my viral squishies video, I was making squishies with $0. Technically, I was. Most people were saying how obviously the supplies cost more than $0, so I'm not really making a squishy for $0. I guess I didn't make it that clear in the video, but I had all of those supplies beforehand, so I didn't go out of my way to spend money on those supplies prior to that video. Hopefully that clears things up. After tons of experimentation with the white marker, this is what I have so far. Last thing I want to do is to add some stars on the duck itself. Alright, and here is the cover. I guess you could say the duck is starstruck, literally. Now, I could add a title right now, but honestly, I have no idea on I should name this blind bag. Oh, I should probably draw some dotted lines. That's what's missing. And then some scissors, that's good. And then now we can move on to the back side. Now for the rarities, I'm just gonna go with the most common 4 rarities. Call me basic because I am. Leave me alone. Okay, I'm gonna draw 4 circles and then I'm gonna do common, uncommon. Should I do epic or rare? I'm gonna do rare this time. And then the last one, I'm just trying to let this dry. I'm gonna give it some extra shine with my white because I feel fancy like that and nobody can stop me. Note to self, definitely get more purple markers. I could barely tell the difference between at least these two. But right here, I'm gonna add my signature. And here's our backside. Sometimes I walk into a store and they have a bunch of blind boxes for sale. Some of the way these companies title their blind boxes, very interesting, I will say. You know, there's the typical Labubu, Hasi Poo, if that's how you pronounce it. Then there's random blind bags that are named Laura. Like, wait, what? I think I'm gonna follow that same kind of logic using a 1-letter title for this blind bag. And you know what I did? I went onto Google and typed in popular space names, and the one I chose was Astrid. I was gonna put it on top, but then it looks very unbalanced here, so I was thinking of putting it on a slant, but that looks weird too. And I think it's because this duck is off-centered, and it's really bothering me. Okay, I think I'm just gonna put it here.
I don't think so. No.
But now it's time to combine the 2 forces. And here is our completed blind bag cover. Looks better than I thought. Let's just work on the inside items. First, we're gonna work on the You Got paper. Oh my god, you can see the remnants of Astrid. Let's flip to a new page so that I don't scare anybody away. So I cut out this rectangular sheet of paper, but then I forgot there's printing on the back. This is the type of origami paper that has instructions on how to fold origami on the back side. Sounds a little bit counterintuitive, but I'm going to use another piece of paper to cover the printing off. There we go. Mostly okay. So I'm just gonna fold this down. Write You Got with my white pen. Let's add some ellipses for extra suspense. For the rarity, we don't need to do this thing. I want to do common. I'm noticing that more and more of my videos don't feature common as much, which is so backwards. Here's our You Got paper. Now for the actual item, you know, I feel like it's been a while since I just sat down and made, you know, a very basic item. So I think I'm going to make a paper squishy today. I'm going to take some more light purple paper. I don't think this is the exact same color, but you can barely tell. So first, I'm going to sketch out my design. I'm going to use my pencil. I want to draw a shooting star, but Astrid, the duck himself, is the star. Is that painful? I can't imagine how painful that'll be. Okay, and then let's draw the face. All right, that looks good enough for now. I'm gonna proceed to coloring using my markers. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my light purple first. You know, I might as well trace the shooting part. You know, for the shooting part, I think I'm going to add a little purple gradient. Let me use the thick side. Finally, I'm gonna go in with the dark purple. But I don't know if this is the darkest purple. The shooting part doesn't look as cool as I thought it would be, but maybe I could fix it up with this dark purple. Finally, I'm going to attempt to tie everything together with my white pen. If I couldn't use white in this challenge, I think I would have been doomed. And then we also need to draw the stars on the face. So I'm gonna bring in another sheet of purple paper to cut out 2 copies of the same shape. And then now I'm going to start taping this up into a paper squishy. I have my clear tape here. Everything is all taped up. I don't know what happened to this area right here, but we're just gonna ignore that. I'm going to use some plastic bags as stuffing because I ran out of polyfill. Let's just hope that this is enough. Should I have cut this up beforehand? It's all in here, and now I'm just going to tape off the final edge. Alright, and here is our finished paper squishy. I don't know if it's just me or if I'm doing this wrong, but they just never come out as squishy as I'd like them to be. I've seen countless other people online make them rise back up so slow. They're super airy, they're super chewy, if you will. Mine just, most of the time, they just don't want to rise back up. Maybe my technique is wrong. You guys can correct me in the comments. At least this one turned out okay. Oh no, the remnants of Astrid strikes again. But finally, I think I have the opportunity to make an inside bag today. I feel like some of you guys in the comments have an epiphany whenever I mention these terms, but in reality, I'm making up 95% of the words that I come up with, like inside bag, rarities. They're not official terms. I'm just pulling them out of my back pocket. I just wanted to let you guys know. So luckily, I made this bag in advance because I'm more efficient than your grandma's water hose. I don't know what that says about me. First, I'm going to draw a question mark on the front right here. And I'm just gonna go with white. And then on the top, I'm going to draw some dotted lines. Now I'm just gonna let this dry because I don't want to smudge this thing. Let's put this squishy in our bag. Wait, give me one more squish. Because I'm impulsive like that. Let's slide this in. And then finally we could tape off this edge. Alright, and here is our actual inside item. And now let's just assemble everything together. This is definitely a little bit on the larger side, so I'm probably gonna have to fold some of these parts down so that it can fit inside. And then our you got paper, slide it in. And finally we could tape this part off. And here is our purple only blind bag. Compared to the other one color blind bag challenges, this one was definitely the easier projects to complete. I had an idea, I stuck to it, and it didn't turn out too bad. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let me know if you guys would like to see more content like this, and I'll see you guys later.
Meepyblues out.